Hey, it's New Comic Book Day, and there's another big release. Uh, there's lots of things, some interesting things. But one really big thing that people are excited about, and I've read it, and it's actually pretty good. I am of course speaking of Spider-Man, Superman, the fourth in the line of new crossovers from Marvel and DC working together, and remain happy with the releases. There are a couple of stories in here that again are just touch at the heart of Soups and Spidey, um, and some deep thinker stories. They're short and light, but they cover some big things. But we'll get to those in a moment. For now, let's look at everything. Adventure Time. DC Finest line, Batman and Death in the Family. This includes some detective stuff and Batman the Cult, as well as Death in the Family. Detective Comics Facsimile Edition. Of course, this continues the year 2 reprints. And there's a shiny one. And then a new issue of Detective Comics and some glare. And hey, that's Green Arrow and Black Canary in Detective with Batman. That's crazy. 2 covers. Nice new hardcover edition for Gotham by Gaslight, A League for Justice. Recently completed miniseries. Blue Lock, Volume 29. Capes. This is the last issue of reprints, I believe. Next issue, new content. That's, of course, part of the Invincible universe. Captain America. Cheese Sweet France. It's been a long time since I had any cheese in the store. From the Choose Your Own Adventure family, Dungeon Crawl at the Haunted Mall. Savage Sword of Conan Reforged. It's just colorized editions of the old stuff, but it's actually pretty good looking. Cyclops. There's some Big John Buscema in there. I was thinking about Big John earlier. DC All-In Special. This is a 4th printing of the first appearance of the Absolute universe. And remember, it's a flip book. So the regular universe on the one side, and I can't do it in the Absolute universe on the other. Way back when we thought it was just a gimmick, and it sort of was, and then it wasn't. So happy to say it's still here. Wade Wilson Deadpool. DuckTales. Event Horizon gets a new miniseries, Inferno. Exquisite Corpses Volume 2. That collects recent issues of that series. And a new issue of Exquisite Corpses. Flash. Absolute Flash. A lot of glare, which I guess is apt for Mirror Master. 2 covers. Gachiakata Volume 10. G.I. Joe, Real American Heroes, Silent Missions featuring Copperhead. He was actually one of my favorites when I was a kid. Green Lantern. Harley Quinn. And of course, a bunch of covers. And then Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes, and glare. And 2 covers. And 3 covers. Headlopper makes a return. Apparently it's a twice a year kind of thing. It's a big chunky book. Hello Body Horror. This is from the family, the Boom family that does Hello Darkness. And we're doing Hello Body Horror now. And it's gross, and I don't like it. But that's fine. You can too. Or you can like it. I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm not a fan of the horror. It's okay. Infernal Hulk. Hulk Smash Everything. Should be the last issue of that miniseries. In Your Skin is a new series from Image. JLA Salvation Run. This was actually a good take, a fun thing from quite a few years ago now. This is just a new addition to the trade. But it's all the villains were banished to a place, and the DC villains, and they sort of broke up into groups. One was Lex Luthor's and one was the Joker's, and then they sort of fought each other. It's fine. Justice League Unlimited. Hey, that looks like Harley from one of those covers over there in her book. And 2 covers there with a lot of glare. Get in the way of the glare. Monstrous. They are not coming fast. That is for sure. Moon Knight. The Peril of the Brutal Dark. Phantom versus the Sky Band. New miniseries for the Phantom. And then Phantom of the Opera from the Universal Monsters line. And 2 covers there. Rocketeer the Island continues. And 2 covers there. Rogue. Rogue's getting a lot of attention this time, so I'm enjoying having that series on the shelf. Savage Dragon. Secret Steam Society. This looks like a fun book. They're going to feature a different area in each volume. Basically, they have to teach a kid about music. He's got a great voice, but doesn't understand how to sing. So they have to teach him. Sentry. Sonic the Hedgehog. This is volume 21 of the current series, collecting several issues of the current series. And then a new issue of Sonic. Sorcerer Supreme. And 2 covers there. Amazing Spider-Man. That's the final part of Death Spiral. Spider-Man Noir #1. That's a facsimile edition of that very original miniseries. And then Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Versity. This features some different Spider-Verse characters, and there's a shiny in there. And that one. And that one. And then here's the star of the show. Spider-Man, Superman. I'm thrilled that we are having so much fun. That's a shiny. It's hard to tell. Thrilled that we are having so much fun with these. A lot of these stories end up being almost a day in the life of superheroes, and then just what do we talk about? This is adorable, by the way. And then what do we talk about? Because we're Peter and Clark, as well as Spidey and Supes. And again, I will do my best with covers, but I do not have a ton of any one cover in particular. So if you have asked me for a specific cover, you should be getting it. And then it'll just be as we go. All right, that's all the covers. And then Star Wars gets a new Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire. That's presumably a miniseries. Star Wars The Mandalorian. That contains the miniseries adaptations of seasons 1 and 2 of the show from a while ago now. Superman, part of the reign of the Superboys, kind of umbrella. Swamp Thing by Rick Veitch. There's a whole lot of story behind this, and there's 2 volumes here. Rick Veitch's Swamp Thing follows Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and it had stories in the story sort of crossed over into Hellblazer. John Constantine plays a huge role in parts of this, and they were never collected together. These volumes include the Hellblazer issues to make it make sense, so they're all together. And there's more. There's a Rick Veitch miniseries coming up very soon, which reprints something that was never actually released on the stands, and you'll figure out why later. if you don't already know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. And 2 covers. And 3 covers. Immortal Thor Volume 1. That collects, I think, the first 5 issues of the current series. Thunderhawks. That's part of the Thundercats Silverhawks crossover. Usagi Yojimbo Kaito 84. Vampirella. It's been a long time since I had Vampirella on the shelf, so I figured with the number 1 of the new series hitting the shelf, maybe I would include her. And then I almost dropped my phone. Void Rivals. Wolverine. Hey, that's Hercules. And Absolute Wonder Woman. It's a pretty cool cover, actually. And 2 covers there. And a couple of extras. and more of my fun. G.I. Joe Real American Hero Compendium 3. And 2 covers for that, of course. This is the regular modern take on it. And then this is an actual cover from one of the issues contained in this run. It's just a bunch of good old-fashioned fun, and I love this crap. Just for reference, issue 77 to 113 and special missions 16 to 28. That's the end of the special missions series. So from here on out, volume 4, it's just a Real American Hero. And then finally, paperbacks of Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 1, The Last Amazon. And as you can see, I've got a couple. That might be more than one order run right smack into each other. So I have a few copies of Absolute Wonder Woman in paperback now. And I'm excited about it, actually. That makes me happy. Also included this week is, sorry for the nauseating turn, stacks of more Free Comic Book Day stuff. And as we turn back, I've got so much Free Comic Book Day stuff to give out. I don't know if I'm going to have the shelf space for it. But it is the 10th one, so why the heck not? Again, that's a week and a half, my friends. May 2nd, we're almost there. I need you, your friends, your pets, your family, your coworkers. I need everybody to descend on Comic Zen and get some free comics. And if you also happen to buy stuff, that's cool too. Again, the big sale will be happening. I'll be posting about that. That's got to be what we're thinking about over the next week and a half. So please come see me on Free Comic Book Day. Please come see me for the new comics. They're right over there. See, right all over there. And if you see something you like, let me know. I'll try and get it for you. Sooner the better. Subscribers, pick up your books. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.